Good morning everyone and welcome to this presentation. Today, we will be discussing how economics principles can help us make more informed decisions in our finances and investments. We will explore topics like supply and demand, inflation, and fiscal policies. We hope that by the end of this session, you will have a better understanding of economic theory. Now let us dive right in. Providing a comprehensive overview of economic principles and their real-world applications, this foundational presentation will explore the fundamental concepts that shape our economy such as supply and demand, inflation, and fiscal policies. Understanding these principles is essential to make informed decisions about our finances and investments. Aimed at anyone from students to business owners to those who simply want to be financially literate, this comprehensive presentation is the perfect way to learn more about the fascinating world of economic principles. So let's get started. Understanding economic principles is essential in order to make informed decisions about finances and investments. These principles provide insight into why prices are determined in certain ways, why inflation rates change, and how government fiscal policies impact the economy. Having a strong understanding of economic principles is key for creating a strong economy. In an economy based on market forces, the law of supply and demand plays a key role in determining the prices of goods and services. As the amount of goods or services provided by producers increases, the competition for them drives down their prices. On the other hand, when demand for a product or service increases, its scarcity can lead to price increases. This is shown by the supply and demand curve, where the meeting point of both curves indicates the equilibrium price and quantity of a good or service in a given market. If there is an abundance or a lack of a particular product or service, it can cause imbalances, resulting in excesses or shortages. Inflation is an important economic principle that has far-reaching implications for the economy as a whole. It is measured through the Consumer Price Index, CPI, and is typically caused by an increase in demand, supply shortages, or the devaluation of currency. The effects of inflation can be both positive and negative. High levels of inflation can be countered by increasing interest rates, while lower levels of inflation can result in economic growth through increased investment and expenditure. It is essential to have an understanding of inflation and its potential impact on your finances in order to make informed decisions about investments. Fiscal policies refer to the measures taken by governments to influence the economy. Expansionary policies are those which increase government spending or lower taxes to spur economic growth and job creation, whereas contractionary policies involve reducing government expenditure or raising taxes to contain inflation and reduce the national debt. Both of these policy options have their own benefits and potential drawbacks, however both are necessary for the effective management of a contemporary economy. Government can help the economy to function efficiently and effectively by using a combination of monetary policy, regulating the markets and industries, and applying fiscal policy. These strategies are based on the principles of economics, such as market failure and fiscal policy, to help determine how the government should intervene on the economy for the benefit of the citizens. Comparative advantage is a key economic principle used in global economic systems as it encourages countries to specialize in producing goods and services where they have the greatest efficiency. This encourages trade between countries and leads to improved productivity and wealth, resulting in greater prosperity overall. Economic principles are the bedrock of an individual's and society's success. Knowing how these principles work and how to apply them can help us make informed decisions that can positively impact our lives and the economy. With a better understanding of economic principles, we can better navigate the complexities of global economic systems and equip ourselves with the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in an ever-changing economy. Supply and demand graph is a graphical display of the relationship between the quantity of a good or service that producers are willing to offer at a given price and the quantity of the same good or service that consumers are willing to purchase. This graph permits to identify the equilibrium price and quantity at which both the suppliers and the consumers are satisfied. It is an invaluable instrument to improve one's knowledge of a market and its functioning. Inflation is a major factor influencing the economy. It is defined as a persistent rise in the average level of prices for goods and services in an economy over a period of time. This affects the purchasing power of money, and it can have both negative and positive effects. To analyze the effects of inflation, an inflation graph is often employed. This graph plots the relationship between the price level and time, with the vertical axis denoting the price level and the horizontal axis indicating time. The line on the graph demonstrates the inflation rate over time. To control inflation, central banks and governments often use various strategies, such as altering interest rates and implementing fiscal policies. By understanding these strategies and looking at the graph, individuals can make more informed decisions concerning their finances and investments. Fiscal policy graph is an effective way of comprehending the economic repercussions of government spending and taxation. This graph exhibits how these two factors affect the economy throughout time and can give insight into the potential outcomes of policy choices. With this knowledge, businesses and individuals can make better informed decisions with regards to their financial investments. Government policies have a major influence on economic principles, using taxation and other fiscal policies to adjust the speed of economic growth. These policies take into account the principles of supply and demand, as well as the impacts of inflation. Fiscal policies are in turn strongly influenced by economic principles, such as the multiplier effect and crowding out, which are necessary for maintaining stability and promoting economic growth. International trade is a highly intricate subject with global implications. When countries focus on specific goods and services production, they can become more efficient and gain from higher trading and economic growth. On the other hand, biased trading rules or a business imbalance can spark disagreement and disputes. Grasping these economic theories can assist in making judicious decisions concerning finances and investment, assisting in achieving the best results for all involved. Having a comprehensive understanding of economic principles provides benefits to both individuals and society. Being aware of and utilizing concepts such as supply and demand, inflation, and fiscal policies grants people the opportunity to make more informed decisions regarding investments, savings, and spending. Additionally, these same concepts help decision-makers in governments and economies create policies that will further support economic growth and financial security. Gaining a better understanding of economic principles can be beneficial when making financial decisions. Books and online courses can be utilized to increase knowledge and provide insight into markets and trends in the economy. Having a deeper understanding of the economic landscape can give one more confidence and security when making decisions. Economic principles are a powerful tool which enable us to make informed decisions and better comprehend the world around us. In this presentation, we explored the definition of economic principles and discussed a few of the most relevant ones. We further examined how these principles apply to global economic systems, international trade, and government policies. Having a better understanding of economic principles allows us to be more prudent citizens and consumers, and ultimately leads to a healthier society. We invite you to further your education on the subject as there is always more to learn and understand. Lastly, we thank you for your attention.